Auto Obsessed here. Today we're going to introduce a new addition to the Obsessed product lineup, Swissvax Obsessed. Swissvax created this wax in consultation with Auto Obsessed to meet some specific criteria. We were looking for the ultimate show wax, a wax with a very high carnauba content, a wax that was easily layerable, a wax that had exceptional depth and gloss, and a wax that was very easy to apply and remove. Some of the tools you'll need to apply the Swissvax Obsessed: a high quality applicator and a high quality wax removal towel. Now let's go to a quick product demonstration using the Swissvax Obsessed Show Wax. For this demonstration we're going to use a wax applicator. You can apply the wax either by hand or a wax applicator. For demonstration purposes we'll just use the applicator. We want to get some product onto the applicator so when we're applying it to the car we have an even fill. So just going to take me a moment here to get some of the wax on here. We don't need a lot of wax. We don't want to see a lot of buildup. You can see the applicator is changing color a little bit. I just want to kind of prime the applicator. We're just going to do the demonstration in this area here right now just for time purposes. So to apply the wax, we're just going to go in a straight forth motion back and forth, an even coat. Again, we don't want anything too heavy. I just need a little bit more. There we go. So we're just going to go back and forth. You might have to prime the applicator a few times until it kind of absorbs some of the wax. A little wax actually goes a long way. One thing, if you note, I'm kind of staying away from the edges a little bit. We can come right up to it, and I'm just going to do another pass here in a second. So now I've got the wax applicator quite primed. It's filling in quite nicely. I'm just going to quickly go over it. It just took a little while for it to get primed. So when we come up to edge, I'm just going to bring it up to the edge. I don't want to go over the edge. I don't want to have a lot of wax build up there. It's just going to be really difficult to pull the wax off the edge, on the edge of clear film, for example. On maybe we're coming up to plastics, some of the rubber. We just want to stay a little bit away from it. I'm staying a little bit away from the emblem as well. It's just going to be difficult to do the cleanup afterwards. While this wax is setting, I'm just going to talk about a few things. So first off, this wax, in our experience, in our conditions, in our environment, we can easily apply the wax to the entire vehicle. So you don't have to worry about doing small sections, taking it off right away. Definitely always test for your scenario, your temperature, your humidity, etc. In our application, no problem. We can apply the wax to the entire vehicle, let it haze, then remove it. So just a few notes on wax. So we get this question a lot. Why wax? What about sealants? What about nano coatings? There's a lot of debate about this. So this is a 2010 Porsche 911 Turbo convertible. It's going to be used as a recreational type thing. It's not going to be a daily driver, maybe daily in the summertime. It's black, it's jet black, there's no metallic in here, and it just looks phenomenal. The client wants to enhance that. The client wants this thing to look absolutely spectacular. It's not going to be going through the day-to-day environment like some places. We're in Edmonton, Alberta. We've got an absolutely brutal winter for 6 months where we have rocks and gravel on the road, and we have salt and calcium chloride and all these other things that we want a harder type of protection onto the paint, such as a sealant or a nano coating. A couple other things that I would always want to use a wax for. For example, maybe we have a rare car, or you want something that isn't semi-permanent like some of the coatings. Some of the coatings that provide a semi-permanent coating, they can only be removed by compounding the whole car, or even in some cases wet sanding the whole car. So in certain applications that's not going to be appropriate. One of the big things I've left out already is looks. The higher content you go of carnauba, the better quality the look is. So we've chosen, or more importantly, we've asked Swissvax to create us a show wax. It has an extremely high carnauba content, and that's all we're looking for. Some of the properties that this wax has that were kind of a benefit of using high carnauba is UV. The higher content the higher content the carnauba wax has, it automatically has a higher UV rating. Depth and gloss, of course, are one of the big things when you go into a high-end carnauba. It's also very easily stackable. So what I mean by that is, we apply a coating of wax. If we're showing the car, or you're an enthusiast and you want to put another application, all it does is just keeps enhancing it. Obviously, you can't put 100 coats on it; it's just going to keep going. But we want 2, 3, 4 coats of wax. When we're in a show situation, we're usually doing 3 for sure. You put on the 1 coat. You wait for the carnauba to set. After you've removed it, you wait for it to set about 24 hours. You're going to see the car starting to glow. We put another coating on either right away or that next day, and it's just going to keep going. So I'd say probably 3, 4 applications is a really nice number to hit. It's also something that the owner or the enthusiast can do. It's not a intermediate or a pro coating like a lot of the nano coats are, where it's just a little bit too tricky that your average person can't. This stuff here, you can apply it. As I mentioned, I'm showing you right now, it's really easy to apply. It's going to be really easy to remove, and you're going to get one of the best looks that are available. This wax takes a little bit longer to set up than some of the other Swissvax waxes. One check that I do is just quickly, and I'm doing it very light. I don't want to mar or scratch the car. This is a solid black car. It does have quite soft paint, so it's pretty easy to mar. But I'm just going to lightly just pull my finger across. And what I want to do is I want to see if majority of the wax is coming off, or all the wax is coming off with that swipe. So the wax is still greasy. It's going to take a little bit time to set. We've applied the Swissvax OBSSSSD wax to the full part of the hood. Now we're just going to show you a quick demonstration on how to remove it. You're going to want to get a high quality wax removal towel. This one's the Swissvax Micro Fluffy, very thick, very fluffy, an amazing towel for this application. We'll use them in quarter sections, so we're just going to fold the towel, quarter sections. We're going to do a little bit, flip it over, do a little bit, flip it over. You might want, for a car this size, I'd say 2, maybe into the 3rd towel. As the towel starts filling up with wax, it's going to actually be a little bit greasy, so you might not be picking everything up. So that'll kind of tell you when your towel is all used up. So we'll just go ahead and put it onto the first section we started. We're just going to flat hand, just back and forth. You can see it's picking up beautifully. We'll flip it over. And there we go. I'm not putting a lot of pressure. It's coming right off really nice. So now what we'll do is we'll just take the wax off the remainder of the vehicle, and we'll take a quick inspection. We've taken the rest of the wax off the car, and it's definitely increased its depth and gloss, and even enhanced the black. We're really excited about this product and really appreciate all the effort that Swissvax has put into the OBSSSSD wax. Thank you for watching.